If you want to build a personal brand in any industry, you have to understand one thing. It's about how you're perceived inside your industry, not about the industry itself. And most people get this wrong. How do I know? I've worked with founders, execs, coaches in so many different industries, from crypto to security to human resources and textile. And while some experiments failed, some actually blew the sky wide open for them. The ones with whom it failed, this is what they think. Oh, if I'm in tech, I should post tech content. If I'm into fitness, I should post workouts. If I'm in marketing, I should share tips. But that's the surface level game. The real game, personal branding, is perception design. Let me break this down properly for you actually. The first problem is to overcome the fear of being seen. Now, the biggest bottleneck is exposure. So many founders hide behind, oh, I'm not confident enough, or I don't know how to show up. Now, that's not a skill problem. That's an identity issue. But here's the shift that actually helps. You need more than confidence, maybe an alter ego. Even Eminem has Slim Shady. It's a version of him that performs, shows up, and expresses. And you need the same thing. Not fake, not performative. Just a version of you that's optimized for visibility. Because personal branding rewards who you can consistently show publicly. The next one is find your superpower. Founders try to be too well rounded, and that's exactly why they're forgettable. The internet rewards clear associations. You need one thing, your red thread. That one idea people instantly connect you with. Not five things, not 10 topics. One dominant signal. And then you go deep. Pick one or two platforms, stay there long enough to become unavoidable. Because authority is built by being recognizable somewhere and then expanding. The third one is build a tribe through shared language. Audiences don't mean loyalty. Identity does, though. The strongest personal brands create belonging along with sharing. And belonging comes from shared language, inside terms, repeated ideas, even small rituals. Look at Alex Hermosi. His audience consumes and they participate. From phrases to behaviors, even something as simple as wearing nose strips became a signal. That's called identity design. When people can recognize each other through you, you've stopped building an audience. You've started building a tribe. The next one, move from trade school to house of worship. This is where most creators get stuck. They only teach how to do this, 5 tips for that, 3 strategies for blah, 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 blah. Well, that's useful, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not memorable. Because information doesn't create loyalty either, interpretation does. You have to evolve from teaching skills to translating reality. The strongest personal brands act like sense makers. They help people understand why things work, what's actually happening, how to think, not just what to do. There's a difference. And that's when your content starts becoming ideological. The fifth one is that purpose gets the cash. Now, this is quite interesting. Negativity gets attention, but it doesn't build a business. Outrage, criticism, hot takes, they'll get you reach, but they won't get you trust. And trust is what converts. The real driver of revenue is positive emotional states, like curiosity, for example, or aspiration, playfulness, hope. You need to be clear about one thing. Who are you an advocate for? Who you stand for? Because when people feel like this person represents people like me, that's when attention turns into loyalty. And loyalty turns into money. Now, the final point is packaging is positioning. Now, this is very, very important. Most people will treat visuals like a decoration. Obviously, they are not. They're actually trust signals. Your style, your hair, your clothing, background, format, lighting, everything. All of it communicates before you even speak. Before someone reads your content, they've already formed an impression. So the question is, are your visuals reinforcing your positioning or confusing your audience? I mean, because consistency creates recognition, it creates familiarity, it even creates trust. And in a noisy market, being recognizable is just half the game. Now, if you want to build a personal brand in any industry, move away from what should I post? That's usually the questions even my clients ask me the first time we speak. But that's the wrong question. You need to start asking, what should people associate me with? Maybe a field, an idea, a color, something that stands out about you that makes you you. Because once that's clear, authority builds, trust compounds, and opportunities find you